Morning, everyone. Today we're going to learn about two important financial concepts, simple and compound interest. These two play an important role in banking, investing, and everyday borrowing. Let's begin with simple interest. Simple interest is calculated only on the original amount of money, which we call the principal. The formula to calculate simple interest is SI equals P times R times T divided by 100, where P is the principal initial amount, R is the rate of interest per year, T is the time in years. Let's walk through 5 examples to understand how it works. Example number 1. A person deposits 2,000 rupees in a bank at an interest rate of 5% for 3 years. Let's try to solve this. SI equals 2,000 times 5 times 3, where 2,000 is P, the principal, 5, which is the R, rate of interest per year, and T, which is the time in years, divided by 100 equals 300. Therefore, the interest earned is 300 rupees. Example number 2. Aman borrows 5,000 rupees at an interest rate of 4% for 2 years. Let's try to solve this. SI equals 5,000, which is the principal, times 4, which is the rate of interest per year, times 2, which is the time in years, divided by 100 equals 400. Therefore, the interest to be paid is 400 rupees. Next example. Example number 3. Anjali invests 3,500 rupees at an interest rate of 6% for 1.5 years. Let's try to solve this. SI equals 3,500 times 6 times 1.5, where 3,500 is the P, principal, 6 is the rate of interest per year, and 1.5 is the time in years. Divided by 100 equals 315. Therefore, the interest earned is 315 rupees. Example number 4. A shopkeeper takes a loan of 12,000 rupees at 7% interest for 4 years. Let's try to solve this. SI equals 12,000 times 7 times 4 divided by 100 equals 3,360. Therefore, the total interest is 3,360 rupees. Last example. Example number 5. Priya invests 8,000 rupees at 9% interest for 5 years. Let's try to solve this. SI equals 8,000 times 9 times 2.5 divided by 100 equals 1,800. Therefore, the interest earned is 1,800 rupees. Simple interest remains fixed each year because it is always calculated on the original amount. Now, let's move on to compound interest, which works a little differently. Compound interest is calculated not only on the principal, but also on the interest earned over time. In other words, you earn interest on your interest. The formula for compound interest is CI equals P times parenthesis 1 plus R divided by 100 parenthesis to the power of T minus P. Let's look at 5 examples to see how compound interest works in practice. A person invests 3,000 rupees at 5% interest for 2 years. Let's try to solve this. CI equals 3,000 times 1.05 to the power of 2 minus 3,000, where 3,000 is P, the principal, 1.05, which is the rate, and 2, which is the time in years. Now, how did we get 1.05? Simple. 1 plus r divided by 100, where r is 5% interest. So 1 plus 5 divided by 100 equals 1.05. Moving on, 3000 times 1.05 to the power of 2, which is equals to 1.1025 minus 3000. 3000 times 1.1025, which is equals to 3307.5 minus to 3000, which is equals to 307.5. Therefore, the compound interest is 307.5 rupees. Example number 2. An investor deposits 10,000 rupees at 10% interest for 3 years. Let's try to solve this. CI equals 10,000 times 1 plus 10 divided by 100 to the power of 3 minus 10,000. 1 plus 10 divided by 100 equals to 1.10. Therefore, 1000 times 1.10 to the power of 3 minus 10,000. Moving on, 10,000 times 1.10 to the power of 3, which is equals to 1.331 minus 10,000. 10,000 times 1.331, which is equals to 13,310 minus 10,000 equals to 3,310. Therefore, the interest earned is 3,310 rupees. Example number 3. 7,500 rupees is invested at 6% interest for 1 year. Let's try to solve this. CI equals 7,500 times 1 plus 6 divided by 100 to the power of 1 minus 7,500. 1 plus 6 divided by 100 equals to 1.06. 1.06 to the power of 1 is, of course, it remains. So therefore, 7,500 times 1.06 is equals to 7,950 minus 7,500 is equals to 450. The interest is 450 rupees. Example number 4. 5,000 rupees has invested at 8% for 2 years. Let's try to solve this. CI equals 5,000 times 1 plus 8 divided by 100 to the power of 2 minus 5,000. 1 plus 8 divided by 100 is equals to 1.08 to the power of 2. Therefore, it is 1.1664. So 5,000 times 1.1664 equals to 5,832. 5,882 minus 5,000 equals to 832. Therefore, the compound interest is 832 rupees. Last example. 12,000 rupees is invested at 12% interest for 2.5 years, compounded half yearly. Since interest is compounded half yearly, therefore, rate equals 6% per half year. Time equals 5 half years. Let's try to solve this. 12,000 times 1.06 to the power of 5 minus 12,000. 12,000 times 1.3382 minus 12,000. 16,058.4 minus 12,000 equals to 4,058.4. Therefore, the interest is approximately 4,058
58.4 rupees.
Let's review what we've learned. Simple interest is calculated on the original principal amount only. Compound interest grows more faster because it is calculated on both the principal and the accumulated interest. If you are investing, compound interest can make your money grow more quickly. If you are borrowing, compound interest can make your loan more expensive over time. That is all for today's lesson on simple and compound interest. Thank you for watching and listening. And be sure to practice these examples on your own. Bye!